Hi. So, what is the kick drum, what is the snare, and what is the overheads? So, let's have a look. So, this is a picture of the drums we recorded for Dancing Alone from Lea Häufler that we've been using the tracks of in the last videos and tutorials. Here is our drummer, Lukas Ferrer, that helped me out also miking up the drums. And this is our kick drum, also known as bass drum. The reason why we usually call it kick drum is because we also have a bass guitar, and so that we don't accidentally change something on the wrong track, we call the bass drum kick drum. It also fits because it's being played with the foot. So the foot is pressing on this pedal, and the pedal is moving these hammers and will be hitting the bass drum. So this is our snare drum. This is the most important instrument of the drums, because the drums is a lot of instruments altogether. And why is it called snare drum? These are snares, and these are placed on the bottom head of the snare. So the top head is a normal skin, and underneath it's also a normal skin with those snares on top of it. And these give a sizzle sound to the snare. So that's why we usually use two microphones. So a top snare microphone and a bottom snare microphone, so that we can capture the whole sound of the snare. So for the bass drum, in this case we also use two microphones. So one microphone is called kick in and one kick out. So I usually call kick in the one that is more representing the attack of the bass drum, and kick out is usually the one that is more representing the low end of the bass drum. This way you can also have two tracks and mix and make different balances between those two tracks to create your sound at the end. So this way you can also capture the whole sound of the bass drum. So overheads are those microphones up here. They're called overheads because they are over the head of the drummer. And these can have different objectives. Some people use them just to record the cymbals of the drums. Other people want to record the whole sound of the drums. So in our case we used 3 overheads. We have 2 small diaphragms for overhead left and right, and we've got a ribbon microphone for the overhead center, as you can see there. So what we also decided was to put some blankets over the bass drum, so that we try to isolate the bass drum in the room sound and in the overheads, and also so that less cymbal spill goes into the bass drum microphones, which is sometimes very common. So I hope this video helps out in knowing what are kicks and snares and overheads and why do you need 2 or 3 or whatever. See you soon.